Blog Talk Radio.
What the fuck is up, y'all? Scotty Two Balls up on here on CarnivalSpirits. We are doing an early afternoon podcast. Could be late, could be early, wherever you're at in the country. But we are doing the early podcast. Today it is all about LEGZ and the Purple Gang releasing 9 Pistolas. We got a little caller here, 720. I think I know who that is. Go ahead and shout your name out. Who is this?
Don Chaos.
Don Chaos, lovely to have you on the program today. How are you doing, bud?
Good. I'm good. You?
I'm doing great. I'm going to go ahead and give people a little background as to who LEGZ is, because a lot of people coming in are like, LEGZ? Who the fuck is that? You know? I mean, a lot of us older people know the history between LEGZ and ICP and what role he plays in the Insane Clown Posse and their music. Jay stated many times he is an official member of Insane Clown Posse, just an unsung hero. Oh, let's throw Beastmaster on here.
What up, yo?
We're going to just give people a little background as to who Rich Murrell is, LEGZ. A lot of people don't know he was in a band before ICP called Coupe de Trois.
Get your ass off the couch. Get your ass off the couch.
They had a single with ICP back in the day before he left Coupe de Trois called Get Your Ass Off the Couch, as Beastmaster just built it out there.
Dude, I love that fucking song.
Yeah, it's pretty fresh.
That is like the best unreleased ICP song. I mean, if it was ever released, it was released on some like dog beat status, because nobody has a real original copy of that as far as I know, but that's...
It's got to be on cassette somewhere. I don't think it was ever digitally done, definitely.
Hey, if there's a version of that on cassette somewhere, let's find the other human being on the planet who has a working cassette player and put these two people together.
Right. All right.
When you told me we were going to do this podcast, I was kind of excited because, you know, I'm looking forward to his new album, and the fact that he's working with, I mean, I don't know if I'm jumping ahead of you or not, but the fact that he's making an album and Jump Steady is working with him, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Sugar Slam, but the fact that the three of them have got this old-timey gangster persona, you know, we haven't yet talked about this, and if this is the time to talk about it, let's fucking talk about it. ICP have been delving into different styles of rap, and they've been doing it by creating different personas. Like, one of the most populars of all the personas are the Psychopathic Riders. And how many fucking Riders albums are there where they're, like, you know, personifying the thug, bandana, all the things that we really aren't, that the FBI is now saying that we are. It was all a farce, and they even jacked other artists' beats to do it. Very comical. I mean, even in the first Psychopathic Riders album, Violent J's talking about wearing a half shirt and walking a fat bitch through the mall, which is what a real gangsta is going to be doing. It was so funny and so awesome, and just to hear them flip the script like that and rap over other people's beats, it really took off, and you can tell that they were wanting to do something playful like this even before Psychopathic Riders came out, when they did the fucking Golden Goldies. And LEGZ was a part of the Golden Goldies. Everybody needs to go check out, you know, the Golden Goldies videos that are online. You already know if you're a juggalo, but if we're educating motherfuckers, then you need to know that LEGZ was just a part of the crew. You got the fucking Hatchet Herald. I'm just bringing these things up because the links are in the description of this video. You can see them for yourself. The Hatchet Herald that they did the interview with LEGZ, so you can learn about LEGZ right through Psychopathic's own PR system that's set in place. The Angle Lovers is reposting it. I mean, come on, people. We don't need to do everything for you, but let's talk about what my experience of LEGZ was back when I first discovered ICP. Dude was fucking awesome. First of all, I didn't even know his contribution to Psychopathic until later on. Shockumentary. Rich is in there, slanging merch, talking about ICP. He's got a very dry composure, just talking about how everybody's eating up the merchandise, and it's so funny because years and years to follow, even juggalos and just people in general just totally shit all over ICP for marketing the way they do and for, they're selling to the wrong people and, they're putting their shit in Hot Topic. I mean, I don't understand where people get off criticizing the way that Psychopathic as a company is trying to push their product. I mean, that's just what companies do. Rich said it very clearly in Shockumentary. And Shockumentary is like a mockumentary where it's like a self-imposed parody almost, because it's not, Violent J talking about cutting a little slice off the cheese and all that shit. And the way that ICP marketed themselves back then, you know how some people are saying that ICP have kind of pussified things now because they're not acting like Violent J and Shaggy now. It's almost like, Joe and Joey are kind of like showing through the clown paint a little bit because they're not trying to confuse people into thinking that they really are cutting heads off with hatchets. In fact, they're now embracing the fact that is their gimmick later in life all the fucking time. You know what I mean? That's how Violent J will chill out and just be like derp instead of like all the fucking time. You know what I mean? That's how he marketed himself. But what I like about ICP is that they have always put their homeboys up on a pedestal, and they've always given love to Mikey Clark. And so when you told me we were going to talk about LEGZ Diamond, first thing I think of is how he was introduced to ICP through Mikey Clark. And I'm glad you covered the band that he was in because I don't know how to pronounce that band's name, but I love the song, Get Your Ass Off the Couch. When I first discovered ICP, the riddle box really just, it really sneaks up on you. And, if you don't know about the Dark Carnival and the 6 Jokers cards, let me tell you something. That whole thing about we're not sorry if we tricked you, just think about this. If they knew that they were going to blow up and they just, they're about to get signed, riddle box, they just marketed the same albums to the same market instead of spring. Remember that whole fucking shit that they went through where Jive Record was just marketing their so it's like they were giving them $1 per CD and selling it to the same crowd.
So they were same people that they already sold them,
that whole thing. So they did it themselves. They threw a dart. They got the vans and they went to a high school, for crying out loud. I mean, when has ICP not marketed their shit to kids? Just saying. So they're selling their music to kids, and they've got Rich, helping out with the merchandise. And when you listen to the riddle box, that is LEGZ Diamond, who says, "Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your death. Now, let's see where you're headed. Turn the crank and experience what's in store for you deep within the mighty riddle box. The joke's on you." All these years later, the carnival is God. We're not sorry if we tricked you. We don't care what happens now. Right from the get-go, LEGZ Diamond was the one who fucking introduced this shit. And the whole chant was, "The joke's on you." Ha ha, hee 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 hee. It's just like, wow. And I love how ICP gives props to Mikey Clark for being what ICP is. The music is what really hooked me in, not Violent J's dopey ass. Like, he's got a knack for putting together music. It's all about the music. And in the liner notes of the riddle box, it says, "Much love to, Mikey Clark," and then it says, "Much love goes out to Rich, a.k.a. a fucking pimp." And also in the liner notes, it says, after the Killing Fields, that lyrics were written by ICP, but additional lyrics by Rev Rich Morel. The Tunnel of Love, which is the next Sideshow EP to come out after Riddlebox, and I'll put a picture of this up on YouTube. There was an ad that says, "Coming soon, the Crime Family album, LEGZ Diamond, The Son of Silence," and it's right there next to the promo for Jump Steady, the Chaos Theory. It says it's going to come out in stores nationwide in 1997. I mean, this is so long ago. The Tunnel of Love. They just re-released that shit, and I bet there isn't a LEGZ Diamond. Actually, is there a new LEGZ Diamond? I didn't get the re-release. Somebody fucking do a fucking package opening and show
Psychopathic Reviews needs to let us know. I bet he's got to have it.
All right, well, if there's a LEGZ Diamond promo inside of the new re-release of the Tunnel of Love, that would be fucking dope. We got to check it. Somebody help us out and check that out. He gets props in the liner notes of Tunnel of Love, but it isn't until the Great Malenko where, and I'm just saying, all I had to do was open up my fucking CD jewel case and skim right down the first panel, and it says additional vocals by LEGZ Diamond at the Funhouse Studio on Hallelujah, Has to By, Down with the Clown, House of Horrors, and additional guitars played by LEGZ Diamond on Piggy Pie, Hallelujah, Halls of Illusions, House of Horrors, How Many Times, and Ask Me By. Okay? Mm-hmm. And in the liner notes it says that LEGZ Diamond appears courtesy of Psychopathic Records, whereas just one Joker's card ago, they just met. And now he's fucking employed. From Psychopathics from Outer Space Part 1, he is the one who is in the beginning of Sleepwalker saying, "Welcome, everybody. Now here's Violent J. Tell us about your problem." in the group therapy where Violent J admits that he thinks he's killing people in his sleep. And
yep.
so it's really, he's a character. He does voiceovers. He's also in The Amazing Maze. "Hi, I'm Jeff Nipples." And then Madrox comes in as Jimbo Chisholm. And the two of them are just the iconic announcers. Today let's meet our volunteer. We like to call him Rick the Dick. That is LEGZ Diamond. This dude is like a fucking vocal chameleon. He can do so many things. He's the ringmaster in the beginning of the ICP shows where he's wearing the top hat and he's all decked out like he's welcoming them to the Dead Carnival. It's fucking crazy.
Right.
It's fucking awesome, actually. I got nothing but respect for LEGZ Diamond. His skills, guitar, vocals. I'm not going to continue going through every single little thing he's done because there's just way too much shit. We don't have enough time in a podcast.
He's done so much stuff. Like I said, he's like the third member, well, I guess fourth member of ICP, just behind the scenes.
In the Jekyll Brothers liner notes, they thank everybody who they need to thank. And then they give an extra special thank you to Mikey Clark. And when Mikey Clark thanks people, he thanked Rich. He didn't thank LEGZ. And it's cool because this guy is a part of the family. Juggalos that have been around for a minute, they know what's up. I don't know. I mean, putting him together with Jump Steady, what the fuck? Jump Steady's back in the fold. I mean, hello. Has anybody actually give a fuck that Jump Steady's coming back? People
that's
are
fucking
so
dope.
Oh, yeah, dude. What the fuck?
That's fucking insanity, I mean, let alone LEGZ Diamond dropping an album, but having Jump Steady being a part of it is just mind-blowing, and it's fucking exciting as hell. When Juggalo Weekend was here and they had that 50% off sale, I was able to pre-order that shit for half off, and I was like, hell yeah.
Nice.
I was like, pre-order is half off, holy shit.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, Jump Steady, his two albums, The Chaos Theory and Master of the Flying Guillotine, are a couple Juggalo classics, and people need to chill the fuck out because Psychopathic are trying to put out albums, records. They're trying to tell stories that arc over the whole entire album and not just put out hits. They're doing it deliberately. They actually are daring to be stupid sometimes, and they really do challenge their audience to step into their world. When Violent J tells a story, he usually makes it clear, this is a story. There's a beginning, middle, and ending. He's saying the beginning of Wizard of the Hood, obviously.
Like Cold 187's album, it was a concept album. It told a story. They got a fucked up response. People didn't get it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the response isn't fucked up. It's just that
misunderstood.
They're trying to change the way that music is received. And I don't know. I mean, I think they're doing a pretty good job, but they're in a position to make changes. If anything, artists, listen to what other artists are saying about Psychopathic. Don't listen to the fucking idiots that, download it for free or listen to 15 snippets and then make a judgment call without even hearing the whole song. Songs are written with precision, with bridges and with climatic and, whatever, albums are constructed, and Rich is one of those people, he's like a secret weapon, that they use him to really put some extra emphasis on sounds, I don't even know how to put it into words. Like, LEGZ Diamond is fucking dope, and whatever they're doing with his project, you know it's going to be dope. Just like Zug Island was dope. Not everybody likes Zug Island, but don't tell me that that shit isn't dope.
Right.
Agree.
Definitely.
I mean, seriously, enough people can say that it's not dope, and we can always be underdogs, because that's where we were before we became something to join. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole problem with the Juggalo family, is that we're not perceived as rejects if we're living large and charge and having fun, and you know, it's like we are still being rejected by the rest of the world. And so Psychopathic, they're not followers, they're fucking trailblazers. FBI is labeling us a gang, and they can't put out another Psychopathic Riders album. Think about that. Are they going to put out a Psychopathic Riders album after being labeled a gang? Twisted Left Psychopathic. Psychopathic Riders is done. Now it's all about the 9 Pistolas. They're going back to the fucking 20s, and they're just making a mockery of how the government is looking at artwork and just pinning all of us on being something we're not. So now they're going to have to pin us for all being fucking, look here, see, I'm going to fucking crack you over the head, Dan. You know what I mean? Yeah, and people need to get their fucking panties out of their ass about this whole shit. We're trying to avoid the gang shit, and they're going to put out the Purple Gang? Come on. The FBI, you know, they got Dick Tracy, and he's got a special watch on his phone where they got a tap on us, and, you know, what? I mean, since when do ICP really give a fuck about what the FBI is thinking? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. People make snap judgments without thinking about it. You got to remember that the Mighty Death Pop was being written and constructed over the course of 3 years, and the FBI came out and labeled Juggalos a gang just in the last part of that. So the fact that they addressed it in a couple of tracks, like Jump Around, there's another track on the Covered, Smothered, and Chunked album. They actually mentioned the FBI a little bit, and I have a feeling that that was them kind of just starting to acknowledge, you know, putting their ducks in a row. They put out the Cypher 4. The Cypher 4 was pretty dope for a response. That was kind of like a hello. Right. Speaking of Cypher 4, 2 of the people who were in the video will be making guest appearances on the album, Cold 187 and Bushwick Bill. Oh, sweet. Bushwick Bill did not have a verse in the Cypher, but he was in the video shoot, so I thought that was pretty cool. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I am definitely looking forward to this album. One thing I never do with any album is listen to fucking snippets of it. I don't care what it is, because that, like, totally kills it for me, you know? I used to, man, but I don't anymore. I can't do it. Especially a Psychopathic release, I just can't do it. They released a whole track. I mean, like, when Shangri-La dropped, they released Crossing the Bridge, Homies, and Ain't Your Business. I listened to those, played them religiously till the fucking Wraith dropped. What they pioneered is marketing right to us. Think about it. This Joker's card, they gave us the Chris Benoit video before the Joker's card came out. It's the next step above just leaking the MP3 for us to bump on our, you know, to burn the disc under our Walkmans. You know, now they make a whole fucking music video for it that's like the most sickest, subliminal, wicked, thought-provoking video to date, and they just put it out there for free. And how many fucking videos are they making for the Mighty Death Pop? It seems like a dozen now. Well, they have 3 albums to choose from. Well, besides, Freaky Tales will be like more of a movie, I guess. They've got so much freshness stacked up waiting to be released that even iTunes can't keep track of it, and they accidentally release a music video 4 months before it's supposed to be released. ICP has got this arsenal of fucking music and videos, and honestly, Juggalos are kind of in a state of, what the fuck do we do? Do we rep the hatchet proud? Do we rally outside of the FBI's headquarters? Should we open up a soup kitchen and a thrift shop? What do we do? What do we do? I'll tell you what we do. We fucking support Psychopathic. I don't know, go buy 9 Pistolas, and if you don't like it, make a video and tell us about it. Give it away to a juggalo who will appreciate it. Yeah. 100%. If you don't like something, you don't like it. But when you make your opinion the main topic, not everyone agrees with you. And if your whole point is, hey, this sucks, I'm not feeling it, then you're basically polarizing everybody between the ones who agree with you and the ones who don't. It automatically makes me not want to fucking hear what you have to say about it because, one, you made a judgment too quickly. You haven't even heard the fucking album yet. And I just don't even, I don't want to hear a fucking 30-second snippet of nothing. Fuck that shit.
I just don't see how you can base a judgment off of 10 seconds of a song.
What the fuck? You can do anything.
If somebody played me fucking 10 seconds of Gangnam Style, I'd be like, hell yeah, this shit is dope. And then I listen to the full thing, I'd probably
choke it's even better.
No, that song is fun. I love watching my daughter dance to that. It's hilarious.
Yeah. There's different ways to show support for your favorite artists and shit. You know, it's funny because the criticisms that we have are kind of petty. It really is. Like, these guys are masterful at what they do. And they're fucking scrapping for any type of respect that they can get. And the only people that give them respect are juggalos. And these juggalos are not the same juggalos that are online fucking talking smack. You know, the people that buy the albums, the people that go to the shows, and the people that are online talking smack are all kind of different people, you know? We're not all one and the same.
Right.
Like, for example, juggalos that talk shit to Necro online. He says that, you know, most of the time it's someone repping the hatchet or someone painted up and he's fucking sick of it and he's just sick of juggalos and he didn't bond with Violent J on tour. Well, it's not our fault that he didn't bond with Violent J on tour, but it's also not Violent J's fault that a bunch of people are repping the Hatchet Man and talking shit online. I think that Violent J and Shaggy probably get the most shit talked to them. You know what I'm saying? It's just Necro actually takes the time to respond to everybody. He has a form spring. He shares all his thoughts unfiltered, which is awesome. And I'm a fan of Necro, so I really appreciate that he cuts all the PR and the middleman out. And he talks directly to his fans, but the thing is that he has to weed through all the trolls and all the idiots, and I don't know, I mean, it's like there are people out there giving juggalos a bad rap, but, you know, when it comes down to do I like it, do I not like it, it doesn't matter. We all have different fucking styles, tastes. We all are attracted by different things. Some people, you know, they really dig Sugar Slam. You know, they think she has a sexy mouth. They like her pigtails. They like her eyeshadow. They like her voice. She's a fucking singer. You know, I think she's got a pretty cool voice, and she's like a good sport. She's Violent J's baby mama, and she's up there fucking doing her thing right there next to Jump Steady, who is fucking Violent J's brother, blood brother, fucking... Like the legendary Jump Steady, show some fucking respect, and then LEGZ Diamond, for crying out loud. I don't care if it's Jump Steady, LEGZ Diamond, and fucking Amy Winehouse. I don't care who the third wheel is. This is something that I cannot wait to see. I cannot wait to hear it. I thought the trailer was really cool with the smoke and just the way that they used the same, you know, announcer dude at the beginning of Bang Pow Boom and Juggalo Juice.
Yeah.
Which is our next Mike Jeff podcast coming up.
Well, shit, let me set a little more past history, okay? Murrell served as the guitarist of the rock band Coupe de Trois during the 90s. We all know that. Producer Mikey Clark introduced ICP to Coupe de Trois in the hopes that Joe Bruce would sign Coupe de Trois to his label, Psychopathic Records. However, Bruce found the band unimpressive except for Murrell's guitar playing. In spite of not liking the band, Insane Clown Posse agreed to record a guest appearance for Coupe de Trois' 1996 self-titled album on the track Get Your Ass Off the Couch. Murrell also recorded guitar playing and skit vocals for ICP's 1995 album Riddlebox. Bruce wanted Murrell to leave Coupe de Trois and form a supergroup consisting of Murrell and local Detroit musicians. This did not happen, but Murrell eventually left Coupe de Trois and joined Psychopathic Records as an employee, as well as contributing guitar work and skit vocals on further Insane Clown Posse albums, including The Great Malenko. 2000 saw Murrell contribute to ICP's Bizarre albums and Twisted's Freak Show album. In Bruce's 2003 book, Behind the Paint, he stated that Murrell no longer worked full-time with Psychopathic, though he continued to contribute production work. In 2004, Murrell contributed to ICP's Hell's Pit album. In 2011, Murrell played guitar on Cottonmouth King's Sunrise Sessions album. In 2012, Murrell made an appearance on Psychopathic's fourth cipher. In 2013, it was announced that Murrell would sign with Psychopathic Records as an artist and release the album Nine Pistolas, a collaboration with the Purple Gang, Jump Steady, and Sugar Slam. The album will feature guest appearances with Bushwick Bill and Cold 187.
Well, there you have it, Juggalos.
So there you have it. March 19th is the release date. I suggest you order it from Hatchet Gear because they usually throw extra shit in.
Do they?
You know. Plus, if you happen to get it on Juggalo weekend, you got it for $5. That's what I did.
Or you could go to Newbury Comics, forget about the cover and the casing and shit, fucking buy a Britney Spears sticker at the register so they don't get suspicious, you know what I mean?
Right.
Remember when they promoted the Wraith and they were like, we don't care. They wanted Juggalos to go get it, just hear it, feel it. If you're going to steal it, go steal it from the retail stores. Don't steal it from us.
Right.
Done deal. It's out there. Record sales will be tallied even if there's
right.
loss. You know what I mean? Some discrepancies from the looting and all that good shit. But yeah, that's my point, man. They always want you to check out their shit. What record label doesn't? Psychopathic is still leading the game, and I don't care what technician out there is trying to say that, oh, Strange is looking up and Psychopathic is on the down low. Well, if that is the case, it's only because they are watching Psychopathic like a hawk, and their new Powerhouse tour commercial looks an awful lot like the style of promo that Psychopathic Records has been pumping out of their studios. I'm just saying.
I've totally thought about this. I mean, I know that Strange could not pull off a gathering the way Psychopathic can.
And didn't they try to a couple years ago?
You know,
Did that ever go down? I heard they were trying to do a Strange.
I think they were going to try a day.
That would be what a gathering is, you know, a day or two. It's really become a culture. The way that Juggalos are down to go pack up and go spend a week
fucking week. I mean, I don't know what other fan base, well, maybe like Grateful Dead, you know.
Why are we still comparing ourselves to fucking hippies from generations past? Let's look at the rest of the world right now. Let's compare ourselves to people right now. You know, there's other human beings getting fucked with as well.
I'm just ready for this fucking summer to start because I want to start many gatherings up around here.
No doubt. You mean gang rallies?
Yes, gang rallies. Start up gang rallies again around here.
I think one of my favorite things about Carnival Spirits right now are your In the Tunnel interviews and how you're asking all the artists what they think about the FBI labeling Juggalos a gang. And I've learned so much by just listening to what each artist has to say. And I think all of them have given you really awesome responses. And one of my favorites is the response from Mastermind saying that it's all about how you roll. If you don't roll like a game, then don't worry about it. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. When people start saying shit about Juggalos, I don't get up in arms about it because they're not talking about me. And I'm a Juggalo. You see? So it's really all about knowing what you're doing, what you're all about. And
we'll see what Potluck's view is on it tonight.
Absolutely.
We got them up at 10 Central, and I have Tones tomorrow night.
You're really kicking ass with those interviews, man.
Trying to get Twisted Insane back in. He said he's down to do it again, so
I can make you a template flyer that you can plug in different artist names and shit.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I know I said I'd get that to you last night, but, you know.
Oh, it's all right.
And I say I was passed out in a fucking puddle of my own puke, just all over myself, and just festering in my own filth right now.
That's how you roll.
Right.
All right, but yes, be on the lookout. Nine Pistolas, March 19th, 2013. I'm sure they're going to have some pretty dope-ass videos with this, set in the fucking 20s and stuff. They're going to...
I think you're being a little hopeful. This is a major project for a new artist on Psychopathic.
Right, but he's not really a new artist, and neither is Jump Steady. They've been there long-ass time.
So I'm saying that they announced 2 new artists this year, and you just said it. he is one of them. So yes, he is a new artist. And I'm just saying, the old school Juggalos know LEGZ Diamond, and they're looking forward to this. The first time that we heard about this, it was a completely different project. It wasn't the 9 Pistolas. They've come up with something different. This is not the Son of Silence. I don't know what the Crime Family album was, but something tells me that Jump Steady is a smart motherfucker. That dude wrote the book, Morton's List. His album is on some other shit. And LEGZ Diamond seems like the Crime Family album and now the 9 Pistolas thing. Like, have no illusions, guys. They're talking about some gangster shit, but we're not gangsters. And if you follow Mikey Clark on Instagram, you'll notice that dude is kind of like sharing things, you know, the way that he thinks, just by posting things that says, like, you're not gangsta, you know, like, and even posting that his test came back and he's drug-free and the party's over. You know, these guys are adults. You know, they've been through their rock and roll phases, and now they're buckling down and they're taking shit seriously, and I think that this is the beginning of something fucking amazing. These guys are focused, you know? Right. And they got concepts for days.
All right, guys, well, we got to cut it off here. I got to get out of here. I'll be back on later tonight.
Knock it out,
we'll talk later, man.